Killer Sally is a 3-part true crime docuseries on Netflix. I recently watched a movie called Love Lies Bleeding, and it has a bodybuilder character, and seeing Killer Sally, she's a bodybuilder too, wanted me to check this out. This one is about Sally. She is a woman who went into the Marines when she was younger, and then she became a bodybuilder as well. And she got into a relationship with Ray, another fellow bodybuilder, and the two of them had 2 children together. However, he was physically abusive to her, and she kept that a secret, and she kind of thought that was kind of the way things were, because she had some abuse going on in her childhood too. So this is a very sad series. We do get Sally interviews, and same with her 2 children, who are now grown up. The first episode is an exploration of bodybuilding as an art form, competitions, how they work, how to train, Sally's like sort of childhood, I guess, a little bit of like background information. The second episode is the murder of Ray. Or not murder, but I guess the death of Ray and what happened and all the background information of that. And then the third episode is the people versus Sally. So it's basically the trial, how it went down, the prosecution versus the defense, how everything went. This is a very absorbing true crime documentary. It was very good. I do feel it was a bit biased though, because the documentary is trying to sway you into something like a miscarriage of justice, but then the middle section of, or the last episode, reveals something that sort of weakened Sally's sort of defense and gave her 35 years in prison, which is pretty rough. And there was a bit of misogyny going on, because she did some other stuff for money to sort of support herself. She did wrestling, personal wrestling. It was like a fetish thing where she would go to hotel rooms and wrestle men, and then that's it. And of course the men got off on it, and she was Killer Sally. That's the reason for the title of the docuseries. But I feel like there is an agenda, because they reveal that the way that she killed Ray was not self-defense. So she sort of, her defense team didn't lean into that, and she sort of went down. And also there was a really terrible prosecutor who was after her, who wanted to convict her no matter what. So she kind of got a raw deal, and she got early release. And you know, her family is willing to talk about all the traumas that they inherited from this. Her 2 grown children had some stuff going on too. They both were in the military, got PTSD, and they've been having problems, and at least they did the interview now. But they just wanted to sort of tell Sally's story, to sort of, you know, give her a fair shake. She just got released, so she was trying. I do feel that the docuseries is a bit too on one side, on sympathetic towards Sally's, you know, ordeal, but it wasn't completely unfair, to be honest, in my opinion. So it's a very absorbing, depressing, but really good story. Killer Sally's worth checking out, I feel.